is day 10. I am out again. So a few things that I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about the challenges that I have been facing during this 30-day challenge so far. Initially it was about pushing. So I was pushing to try and get out of the house. I was pushing to try and get to some milestone or achievement to make something happen. Maybe to overcome a fear or something like that. I'm noticing that one of the things that you don't often think about is the other kinds of challenges. Like, what do you do when things are generally going quite well? That's the challenge. Because then it's like, you're having to think about what's next. And that's not always easy. So one of the things I was thinking about on the way here was a video that I'd seen by a guy called Steve Pavlina on making excuses. And I was thinking about the excuses that I've been making to myself on this challenge. And so far, a lot of those excuses they've not really stopped me from being out here and approaching people. But one of the big ones that I've been feeling almost every day, so like there's been a couple of times when I haven't, but just getting out of the house has been something that I've constantly felt. Even, the thing is, it's like when I get here, it's fine. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I'm here now, and then I feel really happy that I came. And even, after these 10 days, I'm still, though, getting this feeling that, oh, maybe I could just stay in. It's just this thing in my head. Like, maybe I could just stay at home. It'll be all right. My brain's doing that to me all the time. Now, there was a couple of days where all I wanted to do was just get up and just jump into the street. And I think a lot of that is to do with this thing where, like, if there's something that I need to work on, if there's something that I need to solve, then it motivates me. It makes me want to get up and just get to it. And with this challenge, that seems to translate to me wanting to get into the street and out of the house. But then it's like, if you don't have that motivation, then how do you get over your excuses? Now, because I'm doing a 30-day challenge, that is giving me motivation right now, because I don't want to have the feeling of stopping, and that is giving me enough motivation. But then I'm thinking, well, what happens when those 30 days are over? How do I find the motivation? And what do I do when I face these challenges? I think one of the hard things about doing this kind of thing, where you're growing and you're moving into unknown territories, it's this whole thing about... Hello.
Yeah, you dropped it.
Oh, thank you. Come and say hello to me. What's your name?
Hi, bye.
Oh, bye. Ah, okay. Lost my hat. It's like, how do you keep yourself going? I think that's something that I really need to think about, especially doing this challenge. I mean, you can see my social skills are improving. I'm at day 10. I don't feel so worried about walking around, being around people, filming myself. If you look around, there's lots of people here. and I'm not really. I do feel a bit apprehensive about doing this, but not that much. I mean, but yeah. So I mean, there's no solutions here. It's just questions, really. It's just kind of where I'm at right now. I'm a third of the way through this, and it's making me think about it in different ways, making me ask questions that I hadn't previously considered. So anyway, back to the approaching. Okay, so something that I'm noticing now, when you stop caring about the outcome of an approach, sometimes people still reject you. And before, I always thought it was because of me. I always thought maybe it was something that I wasn't doing. But I'm kind of seeing this in a new light. It's not always that. Sometimes that person is just, they've got something on their mind, or, you know, I mean, we all know this, but I think what I'm seeing a bit differently is that when I go up to somebody, I need to do it from a point of view like, you know, who is this person? What are their struggles? What are their challenges? And if I do that, then maybe that's where I can find more motivation. Okay, so I've got to the end of the day. Statistics. I didn't do that many approaches compared with yesterday. I think maybe it's because I'm asking too many really deep and dark questions. So my tally is it was 13 missed opportunities and 4 approaches. So that's a total of 17 people in total that I wanted to talk to, and the approach rate worked out from that is about 30%, which is much higher than yesterday. A little bit making me a little bit nervous because I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep that up, but today's been a really interesting day. I think like my kind of, I'm getting to a point where my non-caring is kind of expanding out, and doing the approaches is kind of more interesting, but also I feel it's not been a good day in the sense that I haven't been bringing a lot of fun into people. I've not been projecting out a lot of fun, and I think that's reflected on all these questions. You know, I'm seeing that once you get into a challenge like this and you get really deep into it, then it's natural for these deep questions to come out. So I'm kind of walking around doing a lot of introspection, which is kind of a bit weird, seeing as that I'm going out to meet people. But it's an amazing thing doing this. Like, it's just what comes out is just what comes out, and some of those things are just things that I'd never considered. Anyway, so see you tomorrow.